Previously on Dumbgeons Dragons. It's a day off, motherfuckers!
Good day, 5 gold! Make it to the end of the haunted house, and the treasure's all yours. And you are in a miserable cubicle. All 3 levers up, the crawl space door opens back up. It's about a 3-foot crawl space, and you crawl 10 or 15 minutes.
A lot of crawling.
It's a pretty long time.
And you find you're back at the entrance to the haunted house.
I can't believe he's trapped us in another fucking place, is all I'm gonna say.
In another maze. We're in another fucking maze, is what we're doing.
It just never ends with this guy.
So you enter into a new chamber, and there are 3 chests.
I go to the gold one and I investigate it. Not this one!
Why not?
I think there's snakes in there.
Oh,
Good call.
hey.
And inside the oak chest springs an animated giant skeleton.
Thia is going to cast Eldritch Blast on this motherfucking bony skeleton bitch.
You let forth 3 eldritch blasts, and they strike into the skeleton, welling up with this magical energy and explode the skeleton across the room.
Thea, I feel like, do you want this ring in this box? Like, you really, blasted the shit out of that skeleton.
Yeah, you kind of earned it after that.
And I cast Detect Magic on
You
it.
can detect that it is a ring of protection. You all 3 walk through, the mist envelops you, and you find yourself back at the beginning of the maze. But instead of the stone floor, it has turned back to wood. And you look down, and the 3 of you are completely naked.
Now we're talking.
Well, there's your 3 chances. Hope you try again next time, eh? You guys head off, perhaps into the Yawning Portal Inn. You open the door, and it's a loud, ruckus event going on, and you hear, "Somebody's gonna get fucked!" Welcome to Dumbgeons Dragons. We're a D&D 5th edition actual play podcast, and I'm your Dungeon Master, Russ Moore, and with me today, all smiles, is Amy Moore.
I'm trying to bottle up and push down my rage, and this is going to help me because I play Thea Anastasia.
And Carla Johnson.
I'm always trying to bottle up and push down my rage. And I play Nulara Moonbrook.
You do it very successfully. And finally, Tom Laird.
A whole lot of rage here, too. But I think I do a pretty good job of tamping it down. And I play Flint Firebeard.
I kind of feel that Carla might be the Hulk.
Oh, it's
That's what I
very
was
possible.
going for.
It's 100% possible.
My secret is I'm angry all the time.
I'm always angry.
That's the one, not the one that I said.
You wouldn't know from the outside because you look at us 4 and we're all very, generally speaking, even-keeled people.
It's true.
But really, we
Very
all just
polite Canadians.
hate life.
Just seething. Secretly
Yeah.
seething.
Oh,
Lots of
worst.
stuff.
Volcano of anger inside.
Mm-hmm.
You know where there's lots of volcanoes of anger? It's over on Patreon.
I hope that's
I don't know
not
if that's
true.
What?
I mean,
I don't know.
not.
Are
I
we
think we're doing an
poor
okay job.
Yeah. She
You know where
checks Patreon.
wait for it. You know where there's not volcanoes of anger?
Hey.
Where's that,
Over
Russ?
on Patreon.
There it is.
Oh,
Good.
That's
okay.
good.
And when you're a patron of ours, it's very simple. We dedicate an episode to you. And today's episode is dedicated to Richard Lawrence.
Yay,
Thanks,
Richard.
Richie.
Rich?
another-
Rick.
Rick.
Dick?
I mean, Dick is a...
I mean,
That's true.
It is.
It's
I
the
know
I don't
many
know.
dicks.
Everything he
Like
signs,
Richards.
it's always Richard.
All right,
Great, let's go with
Richard.
Richard.
Yeah, no
Richard.
nicknames for
Yay.
you.
No nicknames. You rock. Thanks, Richard. Fuck it. Let's play D&D. Because I don't have anything else.
Let's do it.
Nice.
Fair. Yeah, let's
do
get
this.
to it.
Previously, you guys did some Halloween business, which is
Poorly.
wrapped up now. I mean, that was kind of the idea, though.
Okay.
Okay, good. I don't
Yeah.
feel so
Because
bad.
what we needed, Russ, was a real lesson in humility after all of our incredible
All of our successes. Yeah. We were getting a little full of ourselves, and I was like, God,
Absolutely.
I wish just at the end, we would just be shamed and naked.
Yeah,
we
literally
really
naked.
burned through that maze so fast that you had to knock us down a peg or two.
The hubris in this group,
Russ,
out of this world.
Russ thought the maze
True.
was going to take us a full calendar year, and it didn't. Quite.
Also,
Exceeding expectations all over the place.
It did take 3 months, so
Yeah.
it took a...
It took a quarter.
it's a crazy amount of
Took a
time.
quarter
Listen,
of a
we
year.
don't have to put measurements on things and use like units, like months.
I mean, in game, it barely took any time.
Exactly.
true.
Let's live that life.
Yeah, exactly.
So good.
Are we going to talk about level ups? Sorry.
But you guys did after that, after the maze, you should have leveled up. And you did. So let's talk about that. What happens at level 13?
Well, level 13 feels pretty good.
Yep.
Not a lot that happens at level
No,
13. It's
but-
kind of just like the Tuesday of levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's really hurtful.
Proficiency
Yeah,
bonuses.
proficiency
went up, though,
bonuses
so
went
that's
up, so that's actually will be great. Now, Flint probably has like a plus 25 to every hit, I would assume.
good. I mean,
Yeah, probably.
Something
Maybe.
like that.
we'll see how it goes.
I got one new spell.
Me too.
That's fun.
What'd you get?
It's vine related, as almost all of my spells are. It's pretty good though. It's called Grasping Vine. So I conjure up a vine, and if it will grab a creature within 30 feet, unless they succeed on a dex save, and it will pull the creature 20 feet towards them.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so that's pretty fun.
Nice. I also got one. It's a 7th level spell, and it's Firestorm.
Ooh.
And I get to create 10-foot cubes of fire within 150 feet of me. So I'm just like lighting this place
I'm
up.
glad I went
That's pretty
first.
badass. Oh, just wait for me to bring it home, guys. Wait for me to bring it home. I
Ready.
can re-roll a saving throw I fail. Twice now instead of just once.
I mean, that's pretty great.
It's great, but nothing compared to fucking Firestorm.
Yeah, well, no, until she gets an 8th level spell, I don't know if anything will compare to Firestorm, because that shit's
That's true.
rad.
Sounds pretty baller.
Yeah, I thought Sunbeam was really
Yeah.
awesome, and then Firestorm came along, and I'm like, cubes of fire?
See you later,
I mean, that's like
Sunbeam.
that is like one of the sharpest angled 3D shapes there is out there.
True. You raise a valid point.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. You guys are just being nice to me because I had a hard night. I appreciate it. Keep it coming.
Russ, did you get any level ups as the DM?
Oh, I got a lot of level ups. I'm not allowed to talk
Yeah.
about those level ups,
Okay.
though. Extra plus
Fuckery.
a bajillion to all my rolls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Crit fails don't count for me.
Okay.
Wow.
And-
13th level DM is pretty baller, yo.
Pretty badass,
That's not the
isn't it?
Tuesday. That's the Friday.
Yep.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, I mean, they have to. Every level has to be good for somebody. So assume
This
you know,
one's
it's
good
not-
for me.
Yeah, Firestorm is great.
Oh yeah, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not
not what I
DM.
got
Yeah,
going
13th
on.
level
Wow.
shit. It's all right. Not jealous. It's fine.
So, no, nothing happened for me. It's really. Yeah.
People are listening, being like, "Oh my god, I haven't been."
Am I supposed to be
leveling
leveling
as
up
a DM."
as the DM?
The answer is no. Never
No.
listen to
Flipping
Russ.
through
No.
the Dungeon Master Guide, like, where is this section?
Russ is just messing with us. Don't worry.
Level I'm at.
Yeah, DMs don't get to level up. They do get to create the level of difficulty around the players, though. So really, it's like I get to level up every day. But you guys, you made it back to Waterdeep. You went through a little haunted house thing. You went and partied at the Yawning Portal. What happened at the Yawning Portal once you guys left the haunted house there? What did you guys get up to?
I ended up
Give us a-
making out with some like half elf, half orc, like dude, just in the corner all night. It was
Wow.
great.
Good for Thia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Nice, way to go.
Thea was very excited. Didn't go anywhere beyond that. She had an early morning.
yeah.
Well,
That's fair.
I mean, Flamekins was really trying to one-up everybody there, so...
What did Flamykins get up to?
We probably don't want to know.
I mean, I saw her at the beginning of the night grinding up against some people who obviously did not appreciate it.
Yeah.
But then after that, I kind of lost track of her.
You know how when a dog takes its toy and just kind of humps it into submission?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to post a video, aren't we? Sorry, this is what Paisley does, and it is
Aggressive.
vulgar. It is aggressive, and it is vulgar. It is nothing like you'd expect this sweet little dog to do. It's just horrific.
She's not sweet. And what did Flint and Nulara get up to there?
We must have seen Grug, right? I know we saw him earlier, but I assume we waited till he wasn't performing and probably caught up and saw how he was doing and, filled him in on our latest exploits.
So that he could write songs about them.
Exactly.
And then they ended up naked in them.
Yeah, maybe not about the haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grug was there. He was playing the song as you guys were walking down the street, which was graciously provided by our good friend Spencer out of game. He did write a song for us for that episode.
Oh my God, Spencer's amazing.
Yeah.
Spencer's great.
But you caught up with Grug, and all is good in his world, except for, the end of the world. We're
all dealing with that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. Yeah. I mean, just in the moment, everything was doing okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Flint was asked to leave the establishment pretty quickly because he walked in Winnie the Pooh style. So he was wearing a shirt, but no pants. So, he got kicked out pretty quick.
So after the haunted house, you just put a shirt on?
Yeah.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother indeed.
Okay, well, I mean, it's nice that you're so comfortable with yourself now, when before you weren't. So
a lot of character growth for him.
Yeah, it really is. It's maybe you've overcorrected, but it's nice.
Well, you got to steer into the skid, right?
Well, that's good. It sounds like everybody had a great night, and you now find yourselves waking up in the morning in your own rooms. I mean, you may be alone. I'll leave that up to you. What's everybody doing? Let's start with Thea.
Well, Thea, goes through her morning routine. She splashes her face with some water and is all dewy and beautiful and shit naturally like an elf is. And she braids her hair into a beautiful big long plait and gets dressed because she sleeps nude.
As you're getting dressed, you find a note that you may have left to yourself that says, "Meet the group for breakfast at the Yawning Portal."
Thea picks it up and looks at it and she goes, "Thanks, slightly drunk past self." And I tuck it into my pocket because I got dressed. And I go out the room with a little pep in my step. After a good night of just frivolity.
I like it. Heading off on her way, she probably woke up a little late as far as timeline goes. When does Flint wake up and what does he do?
Flint woke up real early. Because, he had a few drinks before he got kicked out of the Yawning Portal, but he went to bed pretty quick once he was out of there, and then he got up.
I'm sorry. How long were you in there, Winnie the Pooh style, to get drinks before they noticed you?
Oh, no, the drinks were just on the bar, and he just picked them up and started drinking them.
Okay.
So he knew they were going to kick him out right away. The security was walking over, and he was just grabbing people's drinks.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Wow, I'm impressed.
And so he got to bed pretty quickly after that. He woke up real early because it takes a long time to get his beard looking as good as it normally needs to look. So it's a lot of oil and combs and brushes and various things. So that was pretty much his entire morning, was just beard maintenance.
Wow. Interesting. We're learning a lot about Flint, I think.
Yeah.
And as you were escorted or left or thrown out of the Yawning Portal, I don't know how close they got to you.
Poked him with sticks. Out!
You remember hearing someone yell, "Meet us here in the morning, but put pants on!"
He's put pants on.
Yeah.
Long pause. Ugh.
Fine, whatever.
And as you head out on your way to start your day, give me two good old D20 rolls there.
Two of them?
Two of them.
Okay.
Two of them.
The first one is a 12, and the other one is a 10.
All right.
Are there bonuses?
Negative.
Okay.
There are no bonuses in life.
Good. Yep, you head out on your way to the Yawning Portal. Nulara!
Mm-hmm.
And Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Time do you wake up, and what are you doing?
I think we probably get up pretty early. I think I'm kind of a, sunrise riser kind of person. So I would imagine, head out for a walk around the city. Donnie wants to, I'm taking Donnie for a walk, essentially. He's got to, like, spread his wings. He didn't have a great time. The Yawning Portal, this isn't, like, it's not really his scene. So, yeah, we get up early, take in the fresh air. There's not really that much fresh air, especially with the city totally, like, overrun with refugees and, the streets packed and the remnants of the Harvest Festival littering the streets. But we still do our normal morning thing of taking a walk around.
I assume you two were given the direction of where to meet in the morning.
Yes, I assume so.
So you go about your morning, and when you think it's about appropriate to go get yourself some breakfast, you begin heading towards the Yawning Portal Inn. And you're a good ways away because you had wandered, just trying to see what the crowds were doing, and there are a lot, like as you've described, there are a lot of people packed into the streets when normally your time in Waterdeep, it wouldn't quite be as such. And as you're entering back into the district, you hear from behind you a man shouting, "No! My cabbage!" And as you turn, you see a large, big, white, furry buffalo chewing up a man's, like a vendor's cabbages. And you see 4 young, they look like adventurers, trying to push the beast off of the cabbages as the vendor's screaming at them, "Stop it! What are you doing? Get your goddamn stupid buffalo away!" I can't come up with a word for...
But I do like all the mouth noises he made.
He's very furious.
Right? There was a lot of, like, you can tell he's very mad.
Yeah, when you're so mad you can't even say anything, you're just sputtering and making mouth sounds.
And these 4 young adventurers, they seem like they're having a difficult time getting this buffalo away from the delicious
delicious cabbages, sure. Well, I'm gonna, I guess, go try and help. Does it have any kind of, like, must have a rope around its neck? It's there.
It does.
It's their giant buffalo, I assume.
It would appear on first glance that is probably their buffalo.
Okay.
It does have a harness type rope tied around its head.
Sure.
As you get closer, you start hearing them kind of talking to the buffalo, and they're like, "Come on, Scruffy, just get off of this, jeez."
So I go over and say, like, "Hey, you guys, can I help?"
I don't know. I think we're fine. And the vendor's like, "No, get the buffalo away from here. If you can help, please."
Are all 4 of them, like, pulling on the rope, or a couple pushing?
A couple are trying to push it from one side, while a couple are reefing on the rope.
Okay. I am going to reach into my pocket where I have a sugar cube, because sometimes I give them to Donnie. He's got a little bit of a sweet tooth. And I kind of hold it out in front of the buffalo to see if I can entice it away from the cabbages with something sweet. Buffalo roll? Do you need me to do a buffalo?
Animal handling is probably what you want.
I am good at that. So that is a 21. I'm pretty good at animal handling, guys.
This buffalo is mid-chomp into this huge head of cabbage, and the shop owner is, like, pulling what hair he has left out, and it looks up and smells the sugar cube and begins to move towards your hand.
Perfect. So I kind of, like, I'm holding my hand out, and I kind of am, like, backing away so that it's leading kind of away from the cabbages, and then whoever the closest adventurer is, I kind of, like, beckon with my other hand and hand off the sugar cube to them so that they can keep leading it away.
One of the young men, they look at you and they say, thank you, sorry. And then they look at the shop owner and they're like, I'm sorry. And he's like, get out of here and get your cabbages somewhere else.
Yeah, guys, it's not the best place to have a buffalo. I mean, I guess you're here. Were you here for the Harvest Festival? Or, I mean, maybe a couple of you could have waited outside the city with it. It's a big animal.
We know. We were bringing in an order of some lumber and stuff to try and build some makeshift houses. But yeah, he got got kind of hungry, and we didn't have anything on us. We hadn't got paid yet, so he likes the cabbages a lot.
Okay, well, hold on a minute. So I go back to the vendor and I buy a few cabbages. I guess quite a few. It's a buffalo. They're really big.
I think he's got a taste for cabbage.
So I grab like an armful of cabbages and I come back and give them to the other adventurers and are like, here, sorry you haven't gotten paid yet. It's kind of, the whole world's falling apart. What can I say? And I give them a couple extra sugar cubes too, so that they can, in case this happens again, despite the cabbages I have given to them for the buffalo.
They say, thank you so much. We don't have anything to give you. Just if you ever need somebody to pull something for you, we can help.
Awesome. Thank you. I will keep that in mind. My name's Nulara. You guys have a good day.
They kind of look at each other. Nulara. Oh, okay. Thank you. You. They start to stammer over their words, and you be safe.
You guys too.
Thank you. And they kind of pull him. Come on, Scruffy, let's go. And they hurry off down the street, looking back over their shoulder. They look a little awestruck that they just met you. And you continue on your way.
Heading toward that Yawning Portal.
Thia.
Yeah.
You head out into the street. You're not far from the Yawning Portal. You're in an area where there usually isn't hardly any people. It's kind of where the royalty live. And it's packed. You're trying to weave your way through the street to get down to the inn. And you see a couple kids zip by. One's screaming at the other. A girl is chasing after a boy who you're uncertain what is happening, but she's saying, "Give it back! Give it back!" And he's yelling, "I'm gonna destroy your toy! I don't care what you tell Mom!" And he's got this doll, and he looks like he's trying to, tear its head off of its body as this girl is just crying. She's in tears at what she's doing, and they're chasing each other through the streets.
I watch them for a moment, and I continue walking until I've positioned myself in the path where they'll have to run in front of me, and I put my leg out and I trip the boy. But before he hits the ground, I reach forward and I grab his arm, so he doesn't face plant. I'm not looking to
break a kid's tooth.
Kid. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not paying attention to anything else around him, and he goes ass over tea kettle. He's gonna hit face first, and you catch him, and he looks up at you, spooked and scared. What happened?
Oh, you almost fell on the ground after tripping over my foot. What's making you run so fast, little man?
He's trying to destroy my things, my toy! A little girl runs up behind him.
What are your names?
My name's Abigail. And my name's, Ivar.
Ivar, Abigail. My name is Thia. You guys seem to have a problem here.
Yeah, he won't give my toy back.
Why won't you give her toy back?
Because she's a little snitch.
Uh-oh.
Tells on me all the time.
Ooh, girl, snitches get stitches. I take the toy from Ivar. I say, "Can I see it?"
I guess he seemingly reluctantly hands it over to you.
All right. Now, is there a specific event that you're angry that Abigail ratted you out on?
I mean, she told my parents that I was out past curfew. It's at the Harvest Festival.
How old are these kids?
I don't know. He's maybe 12. She's probably 7 or 8.
Okay. Out at the Harvest Festival, huh? Did you see anything good?
There was some good music, and there was this haunted house. I wanted to go in there, but I got a little scared.
Yeah, no, you know what? It was crap anyway. Abigail, why'd you tell on your brother?
He's not supposed to go out. There's too many people. He'll get in trouble. He'll get hurt.
Oh, it sounds like your sister's really worried about you, Ivar.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what? I don't have any brothers or sisters. And if I did, I hope that I'd have one that would care about me as much as your sister cares about you.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you say we give her toy back? And Abigail, what if you let your brother have a little bit of independence and learn some lessons on the fly through making mistakes instead of running to mom and dad every time he does something wrong?
Hey, as long as he stops destroying my things.
I think he will.
Both of them look up at you. She's kind of expectantly, because you're holding her toy, and him like, shit.
I give her back the toy, and I say, listen, you don't become a decimator of dragons by snitching or breaking the rules your parents give you.
When you say decimator of dragons, they kind of look at each other. He's like, I heard a song about the decimator of dragons.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, run along.
Thank you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you. She's crying into her toy as she runs off. Continue on your way and make it to the front door of the Yawning Portal. Flint, on your way, nothing so nefarious happens to you. You're...
It's children stealing each other's toys.
Right?
And a gentle white buffalo.
God,
Farious.
Farious all over here.
cabbage stealing buffaloes.
Cabbages.
Thief.
You make your way to the Yawning Portal, and again, you are weaving through like people sleeping in the streets and passing by and waking up because it's earlier in the day. And you get about halfway or 3/4 of the way there, and you feel something brush up against your leg.
I take a look to see what is hitting my leg.
You look down and you see a cat kind of weaving itself between your legs.
Like
Looking
in a
up.
friendly way?
Yeah.
Alright, I give him a little scratch between the ears.
It purrs and it nuzzles up against you.
Oh, where'd you come from there, friend?
As you're petting it, you notice that it's pretty thin, like it's been perhaps on the streets for quite a while.
Do I have any food with me?
You should have some rations on you, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much Flint likes cats. He kicks it and he's like, get out of here.
Yeah, totally.
This is
Yeah.
what character development, this is what we find out.
So yeah, I take a look in my knapsack. I find some suitable rations to break off for this little cat, and I kneel down and start handing it some food.
How big are the pieces that you're handing it?
Oh, they're small. I've crumbled them up in my hand, so it can just kind of go to town all at once.
It looks a little nervous before it begins to take a couple pieces and chew them, looking up at you, and then it eats quite readily out of your hand. And then a loud noise happens as a group of vendors behind you are throwing boxes around, and it scurries off down an alleyway.
Well, I guess I'll see you next time.
And you stand up and begin walking down towards the Yawning Portal, and as you push the door open, Bort takes over.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
Well, hello there. I'm your Dungeon Master, Russ Moore. Thank you for joining us for episode 62 of Dumbgeons and Dragons, Parting Ways. A huge thank you to our lovely supporter, Pop Culture Wars. This week, really an amazing group of people whose passion is providing awesome gear to help bring you closer to your heroes. Go check them out at popculturewars.com. That's with a Z or a Z. They have a range of creative and hilarious designs and custom apparel system that lets you put what you want onto a shirt, hoodie, or tank top. Pop Culture Wars, they've got it all. And not only that, but they've got the latest news on your favorite shows, movies, and pop culture content. It's Pop Culture Wars. Like I said, with a Z or a Z, got everything you need up on their website, popculturewars.com, where you can find all the deals and all of their socials to follow along with the best in pop culture. Because life is always better with pop culture. Dungeons and Dragons listeners, you can save 10% off your next order by entering the discount code DUMBDRAGON at checkout. Another way you can support us and the show is by joining our amazing community over on Patreon, patreon.com/dumbdragoncast, where for a small monthly pledge, you can have access to an amazing community of people, as well as get access to a whole bunch
of amazing perks and rewards, like monthly bonus episodes, which, as this is released, a new episode of our LunaCorp Fate Core game is scheduled to drop tomorrow. So if you want to get in on that, go check it out. You'll also have access to DM notes, Goog Hangs, and we're in the midst of sorting out how we want our 2019 to look, talking about adding some new super cool stuff once we get through this holiday season. Check out all the details at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. You can also support the show by just sharing a link to your favorite episode, or just the show in general, to social media. Talk to your friends and family about us, or write a review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever else you can write reviews. Every little bit helps us get in front of more people who will hopefully love the show as much as you do. And if you write a review, we'll read it right here. That's what we'll do. All of our social media links and more about us and the show can be found at dumbdragons.com, including where you can find the latest in Dumbgeons and Dragons merchandise in our TeePublic and Redbubble stores. And right now, you can get 30% off in our TeePublic store. And you can find all of our amazing show merch, but also a ton of great D&D designs that are awesome for outfitting your wardrobe. So go check out the website and join, follow, or like where you can today. And a big thanks to Syrinscape for some of the amazing atmosphere. Go visit their website, syrinscape.com, to bring your games to life. Links for everything mentioned today can be found in the description. And the next episode, it'll be out next week, Wednesday, November 21st. But in the meantime, let's join our friends back in the Yawning Portal Inn. You have a great week. We will talk soon.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
And as you step in and announce this to the open room, Thea, Nulara, Flamykins, and Thaddeus are sitting staring at you, and Flamykins is like, "Oh, again? Well, you weren't wearing it last night either."
Ah, well, at least he's wearing pants.
That's, I guess that's an improvement, right?
I mean, you didn't announce it last night, but that's fine.
Well, I don't think he had to announce it, Flamykins.
It was pretty obvious to everyone.
Touche.
No touche. No touching.
Oh,
Flint, come and sit down and make Flamykins stop talking.
All right. So I hustle over there and pull up a chair.
Guys, I just found out today I might make a great mother someday.
oh,
Okay.
What happened?
what'd you do?
Oh, stopped a little squabble between some siblings. You know, laid down some sweet life lessons and changed some lives.
I had
Wow.
me some sweet life lessons last night, let me tell you.
Oh boy.
Is it the lesson of, like, consensual touching and personal space?
That's a good lesson.
That's a very good lesson. Out of game, that is a great lesson.
Great lesson, yeah. It was that lesson.
It wasn't that lesson, was it?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, so, I brought you all here today to tell you. Wait, did I bring you all here
You brought
today?
us here?
I'm waiting to see how this plays out. I just really want to hear why'd you bring us here, Flamykins?
Yeah, why we were gathered. I just had a note on my bedside table from myself.
Yeah, I told you to write that note, obviously. I brought you all here today to tell you that I am breaking up the band.
What?
I have been recruited by the higher ups in the airship squadrons to lead a group into battle.
Is this true, Flamykins?
That doesn't sound right. Did you?
Well, I mean, okay. Here's
Did
the
you
thing.
get a job on an airship, but you have to stay, like, in the bottom so no one can see or talk to you?
I got a job on an airship.
Okay, congratulations.
Good.
Don't have to stay in the bottom. Okay, but I'm not leading them. I mean, sooner or later they'll see my leadership
Right.
qualities and they'll, move me up through the ranks. But right now I'm.
Cream always rises to the top.
Absolutely. You know what? You just gotta, like, I'm happy that you got a job. And I'm also happy that you're not the one leading some people into battle, just because I think that, like, your skills are just, you know what? Sometimes the leaders have to deal with so much red tape, and you're just like a get it done kind of person.
I am, aren't I?
You are. So
Well, there's a lot
I
of
lift
learning,
my
too.
orange juice. What do you drink in the
Right.
morning?
What?
My orange juice. I was lifting, like,
Yak
whatever
milk?
glass I have in front of me.
Yeah.
Milk?
Yeah, sure. Milk.
Yeah, I lift my milk and I say,
Sure there's coffee?
yeah. Thea probably.
Turnin, get me some coffee! She doesn't know what to drink.
No, I was trying to make a toast. I was going to say, to Flamykins.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Whatever.
Flamykins.
Flamykins, when's your new job start?
Yesterday.
Why are you still here?
Oh.
I don't know. There was a party going on. I
Yeah.
kind of figured I'd do one last.
Do you think they may have left without you?
No, the airships are still out there.
Okay.
She looks out the window again and she's like, yeah, no, they're still out there. I'm still good.
Well, we'll miss you.
Well, I mean, I'll miss you guys too. I'm sure I'll see you, around. Yes, it's been good. Thanks for getting me back from the forest.
Not going to be the same without you.
It's not, Flamykins. We're gonna miss you. I'm glad you're gonna be back on a ship, though. It seems like that's kind of where you're meant to be.
I've been missing the open seas. I mean, I don't really get the open seas, but it's kind of up in the air, which is a really cool thing.
I mean, aesthetically, it's similar to the ship you were on in the open seas, so that's something, right?
Sure.
Still the same kind of the creaking noise and then the rocking.
A lot of familiarity.
Sick. It's air sick instead of sea sick. I'm sure it'll be back in my air legs in no time.
I hope so. We were
Yeah.
literally just on an airship. And you did fantastic.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You guys did pretty good too, but not enough to be recruited by the squadron.
Fair point.
Yeah. Yep. Thaddeus says too, he's like, well, if we're breaking up the band, part of the battle against Tiamat, I've been asked to join the Arcane Brotherhood's front. And I believe, unless you guys feel you need extra support, which I mean, you guys, you've come a long way since Grants has started telling me about you. You've only died once since I've been around, so that's a bonus.
Well, it may have been because you've been around Thaddeus, but...
Yeah, just know that when it comes to the final battle, we will be there providing support to you and to everybody else.
What about you and the airships, Flamykins? You guys going to be there too?
I'm pretty sure there was some talk about, arranging how we're going to do this final attack here. And they seem to be waiting on something.
Well, they're waiting for you to step up and join their fleet.
I already did.
Now they're not going to wait anymore.
Offered to run a fleet of 1,000 ships.
Were they waiting for you to leave the room to continue talking about the plan?
I don't know.
Just curious.
What are you saying, Thea? You saying
Loose
people
lips sink ships.
saying people don't like to tell me secrets?
While they're having this conversation, I'm gonna, have an aside with Thaddeus, if I can,
Yeah, for sure.
and say, Thaddeus, I really hope that you know that I didn't mean it when I stabbed you in the chest. I healed you right after, and I know that it's the dagger. You know that, right? I hope that's not why you're leaving us.
You hear in your head, oh, come on, you kind of meant it a little bit. And Thaddeus is like, I understand. I have been and will continue to do some research and find whose dagger it is or what they are responsible to. And I hope you figure it out soon, because putting that on the battlefield might be a detriment.
I know you're right.
But it could be so much fun. I will still be there on the battlefield with you. And together we should watch out for that if you're not able to get rid of it before or deal with it in a way that seems beneficial to your cause.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get rid of it. I don't want it to make me hurt anybody if I do.
You are strong, Nulara. You can fight it. So you're telling me that I am the reason that people don't tell other people's secrets?
No, that's not what I said. You misunderstood me. What I said was, Sometimes
And
when
I
you're
want to have an
told-
aside with Thaddeus as well.
Go for it.
I lean over and I kind of put my hand next to my mouth so that like everybody can't really see what I'm saying to him. And then I remember that I have beard oil all in my beard and it's everywhere on my hands. Which, if anyone's ever put beard oil in their beard before then touched their beard, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
How would Bort respond to the fact that Flint has so much beard oil in it? Like, just
He finds it, he's like, what the fuck is on my hand? But he says to, speaking of, I overheard your guys' conversation, and speaking of getting rid of things, how do I get out of this guy's head?
Pardon me?
Oh,
Flint?
do you not know? Okay. So, a while back, long story short, there's two of us in this dude's brain. My name's Bort, Dragonborn from a different planet, and I want to get the fuck out of here. How do I get out of here? I mean, we were told a list of like items to get at one point, but
Yeah.
do you have any leads on that?
No. What? Okay. Well, pleasure to meet you,
Like,
Bort.
hey, if you're joining this arcane brotherhood,
Yeah.
you must know a thing or two. So, like, how would you approach the problem of two souls in one body?
They must be separated, obviously.
No doy.
Anytime a soul has possessed or become part of another being, it's a brutal and painful process in the ritual that ensues.
I mean, I got my head chopped off at one point, which was pretty brutal and pretty painful, so I'm up for it.
Okay. So the thing is, though, unless you have been given a way to separate the souls and, put them in a vessel appropriate for a soul, one of them is gone.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at this rate, I would even accept being gone, just to be free of this prison.
Okay. I can look into that more for you, good Bort. Nice to meet you.
I would appreciate that greatly.
And he totally believes that this is not Flint pulling a fast one on him. So that's good. And I'm sorry to hear that that this has happened. Tom, roll a d20.
That is a 1.
No, you're still Bort.
Okay?
Oh,
Yep. I'm sorry to hear that this has happened to you, Bort.
It's all good, man. Just if you could speed along, if you'd expedite that process, that information for me, that would be aces.
I'm on it. I'm on it. And I will look into separating souls. This is a new one that for me specifically. Okay, yeah, this has been a good, insightful breakfast. Oh boy.
does he say that a little loudly? He's like,
I mean, he
no one
says
was
it.
supposed to know about the underwear that I gave to him, okay?
What?
What?
Well, now we all know.
You giving people underwear too?
No, this was part of a...
Oh,
That's what they were fighting about.
oh.
That was
That
a
was their
secret
fight.
that I told
Oh.
her that...
I missed that
worst.
part. I'm the worst. I'm having 3 fucking conversations here.
Get it together.
You leveled up and everything. Ross. Come
Yeah,
on.
level 13
My-
DM. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, you guys continue finishing up your breakfast. Durnan brings you a full round. It's a full English, as they say.
Ooh, big fry up.
Yep, it's very good. And then Flamekin stands up, which looks like she's much lower than she was before. Pulls herself up onto the chair and says, "Well, I think I'm off. It's been a pleasure, folks. I'll see you on the battlefield when we will ride to justice and dawn and all the things that they say."
Stay safe, Flamekins.
Yeah.
Work on that battle cry for the actual battle. I look forward to hearing it.
Yeah, probably if you're going to be leading those ships, Flamekins is probably a good idea.
Right. How did that one go that you said, Flint?
I'm not wearing underwear.
I'm not wearing underwear. Yeah,
It throws your enemies off. Trust me.
it's got a good ring to it. I like it. All right. And she leaps across the table and gives each of you a big hug.
I slip a condom in her pocket because I'm worried about her safety.
Make a stealth roll.
20. Nat
Oh.
20.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Slipped. And
Amazing.
everybody else, or at least Thaddeus, stands up at this point and says, we still have these grungs, but these grungs will have to wait till after the battle, I believe. And hopefully you can join me at that point.
If we don't defeat Tiamat, the grungs aren't really going to have much of a home to go to anyway.
That's true.
I run over and I give him a big hug.
Yeah, big hugs.
Does he look uncomfortable?
I mean, he kind of has the old man who's not used to physical touches. Just like, face. And then he reciprocates it. A nice warm hug.
I imagined Thaddeus be a good hugger.
It is at least an 18 hug.
Oh, that's a
Wow,
good
that's
hug.
Pretty
great
good
hug.
hug.
That's a good
That's a
one.
really good hug.
Yep.
I give him like one of those forearm handshakes, where you like grab the inside of their
Yeah.
forearm.
Yeah.
To check for
I give
weapons?
him one of those.
To check for
No,
weapons.
just to shake his hand.
You
That's
find
just how I shake
you
hands.
find there's a Glock 45.
Oh, that's a surprise.
It's an interesting place to keep it, too.
Yeah.
Right?
I approach him with my hands like real up in the air, almost like I'm unarmed, but also I am going in for a hug. But
He gives you the finger guns,
that's
and
fair.
he's like,
That's fair.
and then he gives you a hug. And then you hear in your head, Nulara, come on, just one more. Just in the... No, okay, maybe not today. It's just a sentimental moment. I get it.
Oh, that's I'm glad the dagger's reasonable.
Well,
Somewhat reasonable.
I mean, he reads the room, so that's all you can ask for.
And Thaddeus and Flamikins head out of the Yawning Portal Inn.
oh, freeze frame, silhouetted against a bright day, a tall Thaddeus, a tiny Flamykins,
Yeah.
leaving the Yawning Portal.
Super sweet.
Oh, I'm the Yawning Portal over here.
Same here.
Looks up at you with a great
I mean, it
story.
could be a
and it's
talking
all-
cat for all I know. So.
I mean, in real life, whenever I see a cat, I literally meow at it, so it's not so crazy he would talk to it. I'm literally
No,
like,
I'm-
hey, meow, 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 to every random cat I see on the street, so
Yeah, no, that's
you are
fine.
not
saying some
saying-
hateful things.
I'm
to
not
them,
saying
by
that's
the
not
way.
weird. Just saying it's not weird that Flint would talk to a cat that approached him.
It is done.
It is done, exactly.
The voice?
I don't remember.
I think it was
the voice
something like
now.
that.
Really? I thought it was much more silky.
Oh no, he's pretty creepy now.
He's been smoking
Yeah,
this
yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
He had
Just
fun
like 2
party
packs
last
of
night too.
Marlboros a day. Like, that's where he's at. Yeah. It's true.
You know what a good game is for 2 people? Magic the Gathering.
I was
Oh,
going to
really?
say sex.
That's what I was
That's a great
thinking too,
game for
Amy.
two
I was
people.
like,
That too.
depending
That
on
too.
the 2 people, I mean, for a married couple, certainly.
Sure. Yep. Great.
Well,
Yep.
but you know what?
Yep.
I don't think you can play both those games in the same night.
Nope. Because Magic takes a long time to play.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
exactly.
true.
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I should go into the bloopers.